And that was Drew and Ellie Holcomb. If you missed the concert, now you got a little taste of it. Sorry about that, guys. Evidently on Sunday, a man was shot here in Valdosta at Blanton Collins' apartment at 2:23 a.m. at 1505 Langford Drive. No surprise there.
I'm glad you said it. I was thinking it.
Yeah. Children said 2 men and women and a woman were in the apartment at the time. An unknown offender reportedly had shot one of those in the apartment in the leg, said the police department. 2 other victims reported battery and simple battery in a physical altercation with the other offenders, according to reports. The shooting victim, a male, was taken to South Georgia Medical Center, but his injuries are not life-threatening. At this point, the victims are not cooperating, said Childress, the commander of the police department. He said, "We feel that there are some discrepancies in what they're telling us."
Fishy story.
Yeah, figures. Childress said that allegedly the incident may have started because the altercation took place at the Grove Apartments on Bay Tree Road. There are no suspects in the shooting at this time, said Childress. If anyone has any additional information pertaining to the crime or any other crime, call the Valdosta State Police at 229-293-3145. Or if you'd like to remain anonymous, you can call the crime tip line at 229-293-3091. Again, that anonymous tip crime line is 229-293-3091. You gotta tell me, what are we coming to when you just gotta shoot somebody when we're fighting? I mean, come on.
Well, you know, that's how it goes, man. Welcome to the jungle.
You guys ever read the rant and raves here at Valdosta Times? Because some people say the stupidest things. Literally, the stupidest things I've ever heard of. But, you know, sometimes, every now and then, there's something that's pretty good. Alright, so this person wrote on Rant and Rave, February 10th. On February 4th rounding, when I stopped at the recycling center on Industrial Boulevard, the lady working the gate just sat inside her booth and waved me through. I don't mind paying my fee, but I could have just used my credit card and she wouldn't have known the difference. Doesn't the supervisors ever do spot checks? Come on, at the very least, look at my card. Shame on the Berrien Board of Education for trying to find yet another way to monetize our children for their own benefit. The MED clinic is a great service that was helping our children and teachers by providing them with cutting-edge health care. If it were up to me, I'd fire the entire board and get some competent people and then hold accountable for their actions. There's some angry people out there.
That's some intense, very intense dislike.
Yeah. One person writes, "Get over it. VMS, JHS, and VHS has been using the courts at McKee Park since before you were born. VSU and their opponents use them regularly, as well as to practice courts during weekend tournaments. Browns High School should have no need to use McKee, as they have their own sports complex on Pine Grove's campus."
Yeesh. Sounds like there's a beef between the college kids and the high school kids.
Another person writes, "I do splurge at the grocery store, but I have a job and I'm not spending other people's money. I have no issue with folks down on their luck, but I think the truth was told. More people on the government dime are long-term users." You know what? We're not going to get on that.
You show me where you have a degree in statistics, and
it's another person writes, "More focus needs to be put on gas prices. Why are consumers paying the cost of equipment failures? Haven't oil companies made enough profit to cover mechanical repairs? When we are exporting more fuel than ever before and have enough on hand to last for the next 100 years. This sounds like greed to me. Always seems like there's some convenient reason gas prices are going up." You know, they kind of go at a really good rate. You never really notice that they're going up. When you do, you're like, oh, it's only 2 cents. And then, you know, all of a sudden it spikes up to $5. You're like, what? Why is it $5? But, you know, a year down the road, you're like, oh, it's only 2 cents more. 5.02, that's not bad.
Yeah, they only blame inflation on, you know, everything. Summertime, wintertime, recession.
That's the truth. Oh, man. So, we got it's a pretty slow night here in Valdosta. Saw a couple people running down the road in the cold. Glad you guys can
try to stay out of the cold.
Yeah.
Hopefully that means more people are sitting inside listening to the radio.
Oh, I hope so. Hey, you guys, you can feel free to call us at 229-333-5661. We're not doing anything better, I hope. But stay tuned. We're going to play a couple more tunes for you guys, and we'll come back for some more interesting discussions.
You gotta let me do your little like radio.
Al Green Show.